And we have got Bill Perkins with us. He is a member of the Carrabassett Valley Outdoor Association, a great outdoor fun group that you can join. We're going to talk about some of the things that they do and an event. Bill is a member there and an enthusiastic one. Welcome, Bill. How are you?
Hey, Greg. How are you?
Nice to see you.
Yeah.
Now, you are an excited member of Carrabassett Valley Outdoor Association. We were talking during the break about some of the great trips that we take and that you have been on. But let's talk a little bit about the organization first. What brought you to the Carrabassett Valley Outdoor Association?
I had just some friends that were a part of it, and they kept telling me about the ski trip they went on every year. And I was like, this year, a buddy and I decided to go on that trip, and so I joined cvoa. And oh wow, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Now, tell us about the trip, because it was an excellent trip, right?
Oh yeah, it was pretty crazy. We had two groups fly out of one fly out of Boston, the other out of Montreal, direct flight. Then we went to Vancouver, and so there were 78 people on this trip.
Wow.
So it was there was quite a few people. Always something going on. If you wanted to find some mischief, there's always people to hang out with.
And food always.
And food, yeah. And so. So jumped on this plane, went out there, took a bus from Vancouver going up to Whistler, about a 2.5 hour drive, and then we just skied all week.
You owned it.
Yeah, it was good.
78 people. You were saying wherever you went, you saw some of the group, huh?
Oh yeah. Whistler Village was gorgeous. It was built for the Olympics, and this thing just went and meandered. It had to be a good half a mile long, this village, kind of like ours. But there were so many ski shops and clothing shops and nightclubs and bars and restaurants. It was just a whole nother world. So people just come there just to stay at this village, and they don't ski. It's crazy. And then there's everybody skiing. So
sure.
It's a lot going on, and there's no vehicles. It's really cool. It's like an old European village. So you go hang out there. When you come down, you always see your friends that you're here with, because there's all these pubs on the way, and everyone's got a table someplace, and you stop in and join them. And
sounds
after
like a blast.
skiing, it was really cool. Yeah.
Now, knowing the mountain and knowing the ins and outs is always a great thing, and you did it by purchasing a book. Tell us a little bit about this book that you seem to find.
So, I had my group of friends, and this is a book that, I don't know if you can see that. It's it's a Whistler Blackcomb book. And I met this guy on the plane, Lee, and he showed me this book. And I said, oh, this is really cool. And I'm trying, it's like, wow. It was just information overload. So first day I went skiing, trying to get an idea of the area, and I like steeps and trees and stuff, and I'm going through this one out of gate, and I almost went over this huge cliff trying to find the sapphire shoots. And it was like, wow. And so then I started reading this book, and it tells you all the little secret passes to go through it. And so we're in all the Blackcomb Glacier skiing this and finding these really cool shoots from this book. They weren't really on the map, so that was a great thing.
You got some inside info.
Oh, yeah.
Only the locals knew about that.
Oh, yeah, and that's what pissed somebody else off. A friend of ours, we went over to her stepson's for dinner one night, and he's lived there for 20 years, and I'm talking with him about this, and he goes, how do you know about this stuff? And I go, well, I bought this book. And he goes, after 2 days of being here, you shouldn't know where that stuff is. So we were out playing with that. But it was a lot of fun.
A great trip to Whistler, just one of the great events. I know you got an event coming up, and we'll take a quick break. We're going to come back with Bill Perkins from Carrabassett Valley Outdoor Association. And when we come back, we're going to talk about an event that's coming up that you could become a member and go to yourself. And we'll talk about membership of Carrabassett Valley Outdoor Association. We'll be right back in just a moment.